Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me here at the First Alert Desk. I am Maria Moreau here with Catch Up Quick, where we're catching up on the stories making headlines in and around Metro Atlanta. Let's start with a beautiful look outside at our home here in the city of Atlanta. First Alert Meteorologist Rodney Harris will be joining us here in a moment with your forecast. I know a lot of you still have a full work week ahead, and getting into the weekend, we're going to get you prepared weather-wise for everything you need to know. I want to start with this story out of Douglasville that we're following. This brand new video that we're about to show you shows the moment that a Douglas County deputy shoots a man. Now, investigators say he was speeding and wouldn't stop, but his attorney is arguing that this was a case of police brutality. It all started when deputies say this man, Chase Hunt, was speeding down I-20. Now, Hunt's attorney says once he realized he was getting pulled over, he tried to find a well-lit area, but ended up crashing into a ditch near a hotel. In the video that we are about to show you, you can see the man showing his hands between the airbags, and eventually the officer does fire his weapon. I'm going to take you to that video now as you can see those moments. And I do just want to note this is a graphic to watch. Now, this happened back in November in Lithia Springs. The bullet from the shooting is still lodged in Cameron Hunt's chest, dangerously close to his heart. Hunt's family says a lawsuit is on the way and that police body cam video backs up their case. Meanwhile, he remains in jail. The deputy is still on the force. We did reach out to the Douglas County Sheriff's Office. At this time, they have declined to comment on the investigation. Delta Airlines is working to bounce back after Friday's global IT outage that has left so many stuck at the airport scrambling to get their flights. That software defect impacting millions of travelers. Atlanta News First Asia Wilson is inside Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, where we're learning that Delta's meltdown could last for a few more days.
We're hearing the situation could continue for another couple of days. Meanwhile, there are hundreds of unclaimed bags here in Delta's baggage claim area. Many customers hoping their bags will make it back home with them. Delta officials tell us they have all boots on the ground and are working around the clock to recover. They've added dozens of staff in baggage claim areas to help expedite the return of all bags as soon as possible. Now, this issue is on top of at least 159 Delta cancellations here at Hartsfield-Jackson so far today, and 359 worldwide. That's only 10% of their total flights, according to FlightAware. All of this after that global IT outage, which caused thousands of flight cancellations and delays since Friday. It's forced many people to sleep in the airport due to the lack of rental cars and hotel availability. Now, while some have been reunited with their luggage, some say the journey has been difficult.
Our plane never came in. It kept getting canceled. We stayed here for about 15, 16 hours on Friday. Just wondering why, if we couldn't get on the plane, why would you take our luggage to New York and we couldn't go to New York? And so it was so frustrating.
Now, Delta officials say they have people working tirelessly, including putting flight crews and aircrafts back in position during all of this. In Hartsfield-Jackson, Atlanta International Airport, Asia Wilson, Atlanta News First.
And Vice President Kamala Harris is hitting the campaign trail for the first time as a 2024 presidential candidate. Atlanta News First reporter Rebecca Schramm is at the Harris campaign headquarters in Decatur. A lot of people wondering right now when the vice president will be making her way back to Georgia.
Since President Biden dropped out, Vice President Kamala Harris has spent a lot of time on the phone talking with the right people. Take a look. Even though the sign still says Biden-Harris, many Biden supporters seem ready and eager to now support her. The quick show of support for Harris marks an attempt by the leaders of the Democratic Party to put aside weeks of drama after Biden's debate performance here in Atlanta against former President Donald Trump. Late last night, the Associated Press reported Harris has secured the support of enough delegates to become the presidential nominee for the Democrats. The head of Georgia's Republican Party says their messaging will remain pretty much the same, just swapping out Biden for Harris in attack ads. But first, in a one-on-one interview with Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens, he told Atlanta News First he fully endorses Harris.
So as we go into this convention, it's about how Kamala Harris is going to be the next president of the United States, her policies and her demonstrated record of leading this country and working well with cities like ours.
I think our challenge is going to be about getting these low propensity voters that we know will vote for President Trump in the Republican ticket to the polls. That is the work that the Georgia Republican Party has to do.
A new nationwide Quinnipiac poll taken after Biden stepped aside shows Trump with a slight lead over Harris, but still it shows the race could be tightening now with Biden out of the picture. Indicator Rebecca Schramm, Atlanta News First.
And mixed reaction on this story that we're about to share with you. A hearing now set to determine disciplinary action taken against a student who hacked the Cobb County School District's computer system. Officials say 14-year-old Javier Arias is on the autism spectrum. His family insists that the hack was not malicious in any way, and his grandmother says that there are concerns now that the district is restricting all of Javier's access to technology and computers over the next 4 years. The family has filed a complaint with the state to fight for either a lesser punishment or partial access to a computer. And you know, while we talk about the school systems, a lot of parents have back to school on top of their minds right now. Many families have already started shopping, and a report actually found that families on average spend about $875 on supplies and clothes. With so many parents getting the kiddos ready for the big return, there are a few events that we want you to know about happening to help you with any financial needs you might need to get the kids ready before the school year begins. You can, of course, text school to 470-777 WANF. Again, that is 470-777 WANF. We will get you a link with all of the giveaways and drives that might help you and get your kiddos prepared for the new year. All right, taking a live look outside, we got a couple weeks before most students are back to school, so I'm sure a lot of them are soaking up the remainder of their summer vacation. First Alert Meteorologist Rodney Harris has a look at your forecast.
And happy Tuesday to you, Maria. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you're off to a good start to your day. Do want to talk about the potential for some showers and storms later on this afternoon. It's not really something we had to deal with a lot of yesterday, but the coverage will certainly be higher today. So that's a live look right now over Buckhead. You can already see the cumulus clouds building here across the region. That's a sign of that moisture that's in the air. Those clouds will continue to build, and that will eventually lead to some rain later on today. But we're talking about the second half of the day, specifically for Metro Atlanta, so that's not going to be an issue, at least at the moment. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and take a look at First Alert Radar. You can see it's pretty much dry throughout the entire state. The zone we will be watching for you over the next few hours will be northwest Georgia. Here's our high-resolution forecast model at lunchtime today. The showers and storms are going to start in northwest Georgia first, so around 3 o'clock from Rome to Kenton down toward Carrollton, basically northwest of Atlanta, you'll have the highest chance of seeing showers and storms. And that'll basically fill in to Metro Atlanta by 5 o'clock. So as you're driving home from work, you'll have to dodge scattered showers and storms. The chances a little bit higher as you go north of I-20. And then later on this evening, if you're headed out to dinner, scattered showers and storms will continue through like 11 o'clock tonight. So that's super important. If you're headed out to dinner tonight, definitely take that umbrella with you with scattered showers and storms out there. Looks like this rain will continue until just after midnight and finally start to move out as we get into the overnight hours. So the first half of your day is fine, but again, specifically for Metro Atlanta, we're looking at around the 5 o'clock time frame as you're leaving work and basically continuing for the rest of the night. That's that 60% coverage of showers and storms. Your high, 86 degrees today. Basically same story for Wednesday. More showers and storms developing in the afternoon. A little bit warmer with the high of 88. It does look like we could see some heavier rain moving in late Wednesday into Thursday. And I'm talking about like Wednesday night while you're already at home. Our models are indicating the potential for some isolated flash flooding late Wednesday night going into Thursday. That's why we have that First Alert Weather Day in place pass on Thursday. So stay tuned on that. We'll keep you up to date on that threat. We have a weak high pressure that'll build in over the weekend. This time of year, we can't just completely remove the rain chances, but we will take them down to the 30% range for Saturday and Sunday, which essentially means your typical afternoon and evening storm, but you don't have to cancel your plans over the weekend. It should be relatively drier but hotter. We'll keep you up to date on this forecast with an update on Atlanta News First at noon and always in the First Alert Weather app. Until next time, have a great day, and we'll see you soon.